Published, 7:07 Eastern Standard Time, the 22nd of February 2018. Updated, 10:19 Eastern Standard Time, the 22nd of February 2018. Several hours before David De Gea's lightning save thwarted Sevilla on Wednesday night, Real Madrid supporters had watched their own team's keeper Quique Casilla flap at an early corner and allow the ball back out into the 6-yard box, where it was duly dispatched. He is Madrid's second keeper, but at times this season Keylor Navas has been no more assured. Real Madrid need a new number one, and Man United's David De Gea and Chelsea's Thibaut Courtois remain top of Madrid's list. Sportsmail looks at who is closer to the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid are eyeing up either David De Gea or Thibaut Courtois in the summer window. Clean sheets, 15 saves per goal conceded, 4.28 distribution accuracy, 61% goals conceded, 19 ** all stats from Premier League only * clean sheets, 13 saves per goal conceded, 2.10 distribution accuracy, 75% goals conceded, 23 all stats from Premier League only. For 15 years Spain's best goalkeeper played for Real Madrid. Post Quique Casillas. The majority of Real Madrid's supporters believe it should now be De Gea who represents club and country. The biggest problem is what he would cost. His exhibition at the Sanchez Pizjuan on Wednesday may have served to remind everyone in Spain how good he is, but it also served as a reminder of how important he is to United, for as long as they are failing to spark at the other end of the pitch or put in decisive defensive performances, he is comfortably their most important player. That puts a price on him that might be beyond Real Madrid. David De Gea was superb against Sevilla on Wednesday, reminding fans in Spain of his quality. They had their chance in 2015. In the spring of that year, De Gea had reached an agreement to join Madrid the following summer. Madrid in turn promised to buy De Gea at the latest by 2016 when his contract was due to run out. They also vowed that if they missed out on him in the summer of 2015 they would make good by paying him a year's salary anyway, a sum believed to be in the region of €15 million, £13 million before tax. They would then sign him on a free in 2016. There were parts of Madrid's board who wanted to pay Manchester United around €40 million, £35 million, to get De Gea as quickly as possible. But others questioned the wisdom of paying so much for someone who would soon be out of contract. He came close to a move to Real in the summer of 2015, only for the club to slow down a move. Popular opinion came down on the side of Keylor Navas, so it was no longer such a vote winner to break the bank for De Gea, and Madrid began to stall, and kept on stalling all the way to deadline day. De Gea waived the Madrid compensation in favor of signing a huge new deal at Old Trafford, and there are still over 2 years left on the contract if the optional extra year is included. De Madrid regret not going the extra mile in 2015. While De Gea has continued to develop as the world's best, Navas has since won the Champions League twice more with the club. Can they get him out of Old Trafford this summer? It will be extremely difficult, and there is an enticing and easier alternative at Chelsea. It will be incredibly difficult for Real to be able to get De Gea out of Old Trafford in the summer. Courtois has done little to hide his desire to move to Real Madrid. As I have said before, my 2 children are in Madrid and it's not easy because I miss them, he said after the game against Barcelona on Tuesday. Asked what he would do if Madrid's president Perez called him, he replied, "I don't think he will. If he does, then he will talk with my representative and my representative will listen." All the time he keeps stepping forward to do interviews with Spanish media, telling them his heart is in Madrid, while stalling on signing the new Premier League record deal for a goalkeeper that Chelsea have put on the table for him. Thibaut Courtois has been open about his desire to move to Madrid if the chance came up. Madrid are certainly left in no doubt that he would be a lot easier to agree personal terms with. Chelsea would be easier to deal with too. But where there is doubt is over Perez's willingness to turn his back on De Gea for good. If he overlooks signing him this summer, then it will be the last time. There will be no going back. De Gea will sign a new deal at United, keeping him there until he is well into his 30s. He still feels some regret about what happened in 2015 when De Gea was left hanging. There would not be as much fanfare in the summer if Courtois joined Real rather than De Gea. He knows that the fanfare will be much louder this summer if he can finally present Spain's number one as Real Madrid number one. But he can't afford another failure, and Courtois is ready, willing and able. The only certainty is that Madrid will buy a new keeper. If they win the Champions League again with Keylor Navas, and if Zidane stays for another season, then the French coach will insist on keeping Navas and the club will sign a new understudy, but that remains the most unlikely outcome. In all other scenarios it seems either De Gea or Courtois will end up at the Bernabeu. It seems likely that, at the least, one of the two goalkeepers will end up at Real this summer.